Slayer wants to hear more about consoles. So Booty Slayer, when we are talking, we said a lot about consoles in terms of the general, direction of the game in the next year with the next patches. All of that applies to console as well. We also talked about the reasons why we don't want to do crossplay between the platforms. So you don't need to worry about that. All of this is very much relevant.
Basically talking, they see DayZ as one platform that applies for all of them. It's not necessarily PC only. They're just rumoring it.
So someone is also mentioning that they have problems with the nominations on the DayZ store. We can look on that after the stream. We might even have some tweet about it or something in the future as well. But if there is something not working, it's probably on the Valve side. So there's not that much we will be able to do, but we will definitely investigate because we don't want rigged voting Steam awards, right?
I'm sure those votes are rigged. If we are not winning this election,
exactly, it's all rigged.
It's already getting too political.
Yeah, Minder. Yeah, the game was rigged from the start. Yeah, some people managed to click through it and. Okay, so last Karma is saying that you have to click on the Labor of Love box before you smash nominate. So that might be it, guys. Try to look into it. Oh, you have very nice mug, Tim. Where did you get this mug? Can some people also get this mug?
Oh yeah, you can be like me. This way? All right. Yeah, perfect. You can get it on the Bohemia Interactive merch store.
Yeah, which you can see a link down below.
Official DayZ Livonia mug.
Absolutely great, Tim. And
if you're gonna order tea or coffee from it, or any other drink that you would like.
And if you're gonna order in the next 5 minutes, you might actually not get anything extra, but succeed, because I don't think our stocks are that big, and with the coming Christmas, we are trying to order more, but it's really kind of like almost limited item by now, because there's not so many of them, and we need to kind of pump up the production. So if you like it.
Ah, that's the backpack you needed. And a water bottle. This is getting really, really good. The game knows what I need, and this is definitely not planted or scripted.
Yeah, Immersive Narrative saying that his favorite part of the updates in 2022 are the rag shoes that you craft.
I know why. You like to exploit things.
Yeah, well, to everyone his own.
They are silent killers, yeah, and you're going to need a lot of them if you want to go far.
But are they stylish enough? Like, are you willing to sacrifice, your outfit for that? Yeah.
Honestly, when we're talking shoes, the hand wraps and the masks, they are extremely stylish. Like,
okay.
I am a certified role player for DayZ, and I approve this message. They are really stylish. For usefulness, though, I would, for individual combat situations, maybe. For emergency stopping the food bleedings, yep, certainly. But as a constant travel companion, I'd rather go with the shoes for this one. While the hand wraps can be used all the time if you're not sliding down ladders all the time.
Yeah, that's reasonable. But we very often talk about, like I ask the guest, like, what's your favorite weapon? What's your favorite that? So, what are your favorite shoes in DayZ, Tim? That's some golden content right there.
Actually, I would say the red military boots.
Oh.
They are pretty stylish.
Okay.
I like them. You can fit the knife in them. It's a bit edgy, but
I understand.
But they are classic.
Yeah, it's true. I always like the jungle boots for some reason. They just seem so
I like to have some color highlights, and we don't have many colored hiking shoes that are really standing out. So I like them because they are solid. They are what I would wear if I went for a hike and wanted something that's pretty neat.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, some people are already like saying, like Wilson in the chat, that DayZ is also on a sale right now. So we know that we with the amount of players that are like logging into DayZ these days, we know we have a lot of new players. But if you are watching us and you haven't like played DayZ yet, this is definitely a good time to get it. I think it might be part of the Black Friday deals. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Some proxy pump for that one, I guess.
So yes, I was asking about the new Vobo video. I have to admit that I was like super busy these days, so I haven't seen it yet. But we like to watch the DayZ creators, especially those that stick with us for such a long time, like Vobo, or others. I don't want to name any more because you always like forget someone, but it's great.
So many. And tons of them are still active. That's what I really appreciate. That
Yeah.
they are still active after 9 years now, and they're still producing great content. Some are getting even into their prime now.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen people individual streamers that have been with us for years, and they are now getting really engaged with the community and organizing events, and this is really, really beautiful to see. They are more moving into the center of the community. They are basically ambassadors for us.
Yeah, definitely.
They love
But
watching
if
them.
I could have one request, is that I'm still hooked on the DayZ song parody era from the like 2014.
Oh, I need more. I want more
It's
DayZ songs. I want to hear more
yeah,
DayZ songs.
like all you guys are absolutely great. We love it. But for some reason, I think it was 2014, 15. We've seen a lot of like DayZ music parodies, and it was just awesome. So
What is it?
so bring these golden times back. Especially when you think about the fact that all the videos made from that time were actually had to be shot on the official servers, without any use of like cheats or like admin tools. It was all done in game, so which gives it even more kind of feel like it's real. Yeah. um, Okay, so Zig the Dad is asking about next year, and I also think the Savior DS. You probably guys joined around now, which is fine, but we already covered this topic. So just to quickly summarize it again, the next update will happen next year because the 119 was like so big and the Christmas are coming up, and we will actually release a patch next week, which will bring some more bug fixing and fixing of some of the exploits. So you can look forward to that. And in the Christmas, in around mid-December, we will introduce back the Christmas event. But like the 120 and the new content, or more of the like stability updates, that it will happen at the beginning of the next year.
Yep.
So that's the info on that.
I'm not sure if you already focused on that one. Basically, the first update of every year is mainly a stability update with very little new content, because it's about one hand getting through the Christmas break, and on the other hand, making sure that mostly our largest update is at the end of the year, and afterwards we want to make sure that we get things properly stabilized before we move on to new content and not leaving too much new stuff broken.
Yeah, it's definitely important. Oh, there's two of them.
Only one.
Nice. Okay, I see that with Tim as a guest, we definitely need to bump into some other players because he's way too deep in his comfort zone, and we need to derail him a little, So. How's the morale with the team, Mazgel? I would say it's really good. Like really good, because when we keep hitting these almost peaks, you know, or some records in player numbers. It's always nice to see such a good reception, right?
Yes, and it's not only the numbers; it's also, for example, the last update, the 119, the undergrounds. It's a huge feature. It's a combination of features and assets, because the entire building blocks for the entire underground, somebody has to make them. The darkness when you enter it, somebody has to make it. The water levels in the I don't want to spoil too much, but if you go to the underground, what happens with the water there, the drowning features, and so on, everything that's connected to it. Tons of people worked on it, and to see the reception of that and see people like it and use it, that's very, very rewarding for the team.
Yeah, certainly. So we are
The fact that we were able to pull that off successfully was just very rewarding.
that's what I kind of learned about like the game dev over the past years. You know, that it's like so beautiful that so many different elements from like artistic side and also the technical side kind of come together, and that's why it's actually like so hard or tricky because sometimes it's not so ideal. Like with this green. Like with this tower that's appearing on
There it is
the
again.
plate. Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Totally immersive. No problem at all.
Actually, can I go about that one?
The last one from
Yeah.
Muskel. Okay.
Yeah, Muskel, the size of the team and managing crunch. We do not want crunch. As a producer who is responsible for managing the time of the team, I say we do not want crunch. And what we do about that is we try to make sure that the team crunch, for everyone who is not aware, is massively long times of overtime that people have to work to just get something done. And on the one hand, we are in a bit easier position than a game that's just releasing, because if you have to finish a complete game, then you might be under different pressure than when you have to release one update with only a fraction of the content. So the smaller you get in scope, the easier it is to avoid it. What we do is we make sure we discuss with the team. We know our team by now, and we discuss what's possible in the time. We listen to the guys when they say, no, this is too much. And then we say, okay, then we can't do it, or we have to scale it down, we push it to another update. And that's the thing. If you want to support a game over 9 years and keep your experienced developers, then you need to listen to them. You need to make sure that they can lead a normal life and not break down under pressure. And because if you continue developing just like crunching your people down, then you're crushing them. So we are avoiding it. We are not managing crunch. We are trying our best to avoid it.
Yeah.
And if somebody has to work overtime, they take that time off on a different day.
Mm-hmm.
That's the intended way how it's supposed to go.
Yeah, and I think this kind of, at least from what I know, is spread across the whole company, that we try to plan accordingly so that people don't have to crunch. Even though naturally, you know, if the project is in some critical situation or like some very important moment, let's say around the releases and so on, it can happen a bit, but we know that the game dev industry is very like infamous for crunching, and I think it's really like well managed over here.
It's a lot of freedom.
Uh-huh.
I know developers are sometimes encouraging themselves when they have important things that they want to finish, because it's a passion thing as well. Next to the that it's a job, it's primarily a passion thing, especially for our developers. That you want to finish something, and when that you wanted to do, because it's kind of your responsibility to make this happen. And then sometimes they force themselves to stay around longer to get this done, and say, yeah, I just need to do this a bit longer and then I get it done. And for us on production, it's also about keeping an eye on them, seeing how long are they staying. Are they staying too long, maybe? And that we try to keep out also for their health and sanity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But if you ever were like interested in our games, which probably you are, given the space you are talking about, you can check in the panels below careers page for Bohemia, and you can, you know, kind of take a look if we are not looking for someone like you, or if you are very passionate about our games and you think we could use your help. There's also like an open application where you can just write us what you can or what you can't do, and our HR will contact you with some of the details.
I cannot encourage the last part that Matthew said enough, not the part with HR contacts you, but the open application. It's a thing that is often happening that people who have a good repertoire but don't see an opening, they don't apply for something.
Mm-hmm.
But you can just write an open application to a company you're interested in, and maybe a team will have space for you. Maybe they weren't considering it completely.
Yeah.
And you can always try to apply, and worst thing that happens is a no, but that's better than never asking.
Yeah, I came to Bohemia with open application. About you, Tim? Was there a listing?
Oh, there was a listing, yes.
Okay. So you see, so it's basically 50% on the stream, which is absolutely okay, you know, amount of people to make these statistics on. So yeah, definitely think about it. Yeah, people are asking about another hotfix. Yeah, we are planning to do another patch or hotfix, if you will, next week with some more bug fixing and fixing of exploits. So that's definitely on the menu right now.
Talk about edgy things.
It's fine. It's gonna warm you up.
As a backup.
By the way, do we? So you found a BK?
Oh yeah, the
but no ammunition.
No
right?
ammunition.
Yeah.
I found some ammunition that doesn't fit to your weapons. The usual DayZ things.
Yeah. Just DayZ. Yeah, we know that like we normally play in first person, but for the stream we feel like it's better to have the character moving, like when we are traveling for such a long time. But I think the general.
Oh, that's a bit.
Oh damn.
Let's maybe go. Is this door open? No.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
I do another one.
Okay. You cannot see the overlay, but we are constantly getting more and more achievements by this ultimate gameplay.
I think I got 3 achievements so far, so...
Yeah.
Somebody was so nice to close off the doors.
Nice.
Hi. Okay, that's edgy now. Stats don't lie.
So do you think we will be able to get like to Northwest Airfield
No.
in this life?
No.
When do you need to go?
I mean, if we do another stream, then...
And that's what we could do. Like we have this streaming account now, so we could kind of move forward. But we need to keep the consistency of the skill level of our guests, because as we said, it's a passion project for many of the developers, but for some it's just like a job. Like they like the game, but you know they don't have thousands of hours in it. Like Tim, I myself have like 700 hours, but that's partly also because I used to test the game, and when you like spend 8 hours testing DayZ, you don't really want to play it when you come home. So it's another thing. That was immersive, blind area defense.
That's a lot of immersive infected here.
Oh yeah. You can see the shotgun weapons.
Just go somewhere else. Okay.
That's
Second. Let's close this off. Okay.
Super easy. So
Let's see if I knocked him out as well.
So we wanted to take a commercial break to talk to you
Yeah,
about our merch store, because not only you can get the max, but you can also get Chernarus map or Livonia map, and you can actually use it.
Wait. What does it say? Second edition?
Oh yeah, second edition. Not these that we have here, but the ones that are on store. They are. And they are all like updated. And they are really great. If you don't want to cheat using the map on a second monitor, you can cheat the game by actually buying the physical map. So that was our commercial break. That was totally scripted with Tim.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm just gonna carefully lay it next to us, and we can continue on our journey.
No.
And if you are asking where you can get to our store, it's down below. There, the link is in the panel, so just click on it. Your potato looks so wonky. I need to model it. Plans to optimize for PS5. Are there any? Or it's something more in the backlog?
It is in the backlog. I can't say much to it at this point.
Okay, that's fair.
I can't completely rule it out because it's still possible, but I also can't say it's right around the corner.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Beast Blazer W. I always can really enjoy the names of our viewers in the chat. Sometimes it's a wild ride.
Every name has a backstory.
Yeah. Electro Tetra. Yeah, he's saying that he loves Livonia, but Chernarus feels like home. I kind of approve this message. I still fell in love with the game when it was only Chernarus. So same road that you are taking for the past years.
A lot before.
Mike, I think that no, I'm almost certain that in the store right now we have the new edition of Livonia map, because that's why we try to give it out for free so vigorously before, because we know we're gonna make a new edition, and obviously it would be kind of a cheap shot to sell you guys outdated maps. So yeah, if you buy the Livonia map now, it's gonna be updated to the 1.19 content. The smoking bro. Yeah, it's no issue, man. I understand you might have just joined. So the thing with the next update, a patch for 1.19 is going to be released next week, which will focus on some bug fixing and fixing some exploits.
Somebody wanted that I wear the hat from the statue.
That's fair. And the 120, which will also be focusing on stability and bug fixing a lot and kind of cleanup, will be in the beginning of the next year, because we need just time to prepare everything. 1.19 was super big update for us. We are so glad it came along so well. Not perfectly, there were some issues that obviously we still are patching, but in general it was a nice success. So have we ever seen other players on stream? Immersive narrative so far, no, and it's starting to be a pity, because Tim is just surviving and it's no drama at all. Okay, he fainted a while ago, but he only did that because I told him to before the stream started. It's highly scripted, everything is planned, and we needed a commercial break for the store. Because he wouldn't obviously let zombies down him.
Never.
Like he's some kind of a noob or beginner. It's definitely not his style, so. No, there are no wipes planned now, and definitely for the not for the next week, right?
No,
No,
next week.
so you don't need to worry about that.
Like this year, there won't be any wipes to my knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and regarding the like new stuff or what's coming to the game, definitely look forward to the Christmas event, which will gonna come sometime mid-December. Mostly or maybe entirely the stuff that you've seen last year. So Santa crashes, Santa hats, and some other fun stuff like
Santa's
gift
coming to
wraps.
town.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I think it's gonna
What
be
is the
nice.
sickle doing here?
Next to the next to this hat. It's like
I have hammer and sickle, yeah, and it's okay. Okay, nothing is seen here.
you're a true comrade. Oh.
Battery? Yes, I have a battery.
Is there any plans to allow us to scale enemies? I want to send a big bear on a rampage. So if you are in admin, I'm not sure, but I think when we talked about the scaling of the game objects, we said that we're not gonna allow it for the like NPCs and so on. But at the same time, I think Adam mentioned that if you are skillful with the script, can be done, but maybe.
Sorry, I didn't completely
Okay.
understand.
Someone is asking if, as a server admin, he can scale the NPCs.
But from a server side, I think we are. Yeah, it should be possible to scale them. NPCs, I'm not so sure. And even AI, zombie
Yeah, we don't want to
interactions,
mystify. So,
yeah,
so I
not
just wanted to
100%
ask so
sure.
you can see that we are like reading, but sometimes we can't know anything. Like the project is big,
Yeah,
the team
I'm
as well.
not that deep into the individual
Yeah.
aspects of the game.
Literally sorry that we cannot answer everything, but obviously there's a lot of questions, so it's hard to answer all of it. And I'm trying to look for your question if it's not gone yet. And I think you asked about the building mechanics and possible change. I don't think that we are like planning anything right now, but as we said, we will see in the next year article that we will come up. So I cannot say we're not gonna do anything about base building or anything specific in that regard. But yeah, we will see. And I promise we are not dodging any questions deliberately, just like rolling there. And we need to pay attention a lot to catch all of it. It's getting dark. Okay, so this is... Wait, what station is this?
We're at the
Zelda?
boss, yeah.
Yeah.
That helmet didn't help.
I like the beanie heads usually, but I know that your head goes very well with the sickle, so it would be a shame to switch.
I think I left the sickle there.
Yeah, about the ADS and
okay.
handbag, it's something that's not like from one source, but from multiple sources. Some of these things I think also had to be done by design to solve some other issues that would be more severe. So I honestly cannot promise that this will be like fixed like in the next patch or the next update. It's something like much deeper, right?
Yeah, it's pretty deep connected to the inventory management, and
Yeah.
we are tracking down individual cases. If you know reproduction steps, also you can send them to us, and we will have a look at them. But we cannot say all inventory and hand issues will be magically resolved at this update or so. That would be promising the world. That's too much.
Yeah, that's also like when it comes to a lot of our fixes,
Classic.
like, yeah, sometimes we catch like a couple of cases which, let's say, produce some bug or some issue, but some other can still stay in the game. So let's say the issue is not as severe, but it can still happen and it can be still posted to Reddit for people to enjoy it. So
find some water.
Yeah, so I will not try to actually read this name. That's too challenging for me. Sorry, but about snow in Chernarus, like a while ago, we had Adam here, who's the creative lead, and in the past he works on maps, and he said that one of the like most wanted features from his side that sadly are not possible would be like changing of seasons or like the snowman. So we know it would be cool, but it's just not technically possible for us to do it properly. We know that there are obviously super cool mods that try to simulate it to a certain extent, so they are really fun to play. So if you can mod and if you are on PC, definitely give these a go. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't think any changing seasons like summer Chernarus, winter Chernarus is kind of not being planned.
Nope.
You know, people are discussing horses. When we said that bicycles would be difficult, we didn't want to further into the horses. Like as you all know, vehicles are like or means of transportation. Let's
Imagine
say.
horses like a difficult bicycle, a very difficult bicycle.
Yeah. So you know, it's challenging
Plus
for
AI.
us. Yeah. To bring in like good performance on the cars was one of the big things that we wanted to focus in this last year. And we know that it's not ideal, but we believe it got better, and we kind of want to keep improving that before adding horses. So that's fair to say. Also, it would be very mean to shoot horse to the moon or something. With the cars, it's not so like emotional.
Yeah, like killing the animals that belong to people is very harsh.
Yeah. Can you make water light reflection? Well, didn't we add some sort of light reflections
Yeah,
in the
water should have
119?
light reflections now.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if that's related to specific modded maps now, or but water sources have no light reflections.
yeah. From 119, you can actually maybe you need to enable it in the options. I'm not sure, but so go to options, but there should be some basic reflections, which looks super great on the new flooded quarries that we added to Livonia very recently. So nice. Safety first, guys. Always empty the water with unknown liquid. So people are asking about the Enfusion engine and some kind of connection to DayZ. Like, are we planning to implement stuff from Enfusion more into DayZ, or do you want to like stabilize what we already have?
Let me give you some examples what that means actually when you're asking for that. The last time we changed something, we had to remove bows, crossbows, and basically all weapons, and had to redo all animations and so on. And basically, the amount of work that meant to return all these things means that crossbows, bows, and so on haven't returned yet. Because if you change an engine part, you are sacrificing everything you've built so far in that area. So depending on what engine part you exchange, this might mean a huge loss of content and stability for DayZ, and a lot of work to get that back up, and that basically means in that time there will be no releases, no updates, and so on. And so updating the engine, for those of you who are longer with us, you know about it already, you've been through these phases, is a huge amount of work, and not always does it mean that everything will get better, and definitely not in a short time.
Yeah. So that was a long answer for a no.
Or like, explain why.
Yeah. No. It's great. That's all the things that people need to like consider when
there are elements that eventually you might profit of. So, for example, the update of the vehicle simulation is something that I think we will profit of, and that was necessary because the actual implementation that we had was flawed. And we will maybe, I'm not sure, for example, the water reflections or so were also supported by Infusion. So for smaller things and in very isolated areas, it is possible, but it still can mean a large amount of work. For example, the vehicle simulation was a large amount of work.
Yeah, Mike is sad because the stream seems to be too negative, but we just want to be upfront, right? We at the beginning of the stream we kind of explained that we will give you guys an update on the general direction for the next year in the Q1 in the next year, and until then we just gonna stabilize the game. So even if we knew about some exciting things that will come to DayZ, we cannot really share them now, so that sadly cannot happen. And since a lot of people are asking for stuff that were considered either now or years ago, like the bicycles and so on, we just want to kind of repeat why these are not. So the issue is not that we don't think that like it wouldn't be cool to add horses, bicycles, giant zombies. Okay, maybe no giant zombies, but all that stuff in. But
Well, Star can do that with things. They can at least make stuff grow, stuff bigger.
Yeah, but we just want to give some background why we haven't done it yet, and maybe not do it in the future. No, Mike. I know that you are just memeing, but Mike Docherty. But we actually said that 120 will also focus on the like bug fixing, stabilization, and we don't expect like to be really content heavy update. So just try to enjoy the 119 for now, and we definitely choose our priorities so the game is as functional and as much fun as it can be for you guys. So that's kind of our priority, obviously. Yes. So don't worry
and
about
119 was a big one.
Yeah, 119 was a big one. Okay. We need to find some guy and like have a very nice interaction with him and then shoot him. We still don't have actually the correct ammunition, right?
No, we don't. Tim, wait, actually, I can unload this mag and then we have shotgun ammunition.
Ah, you see? That's why we are two on the stream, because even the best player out there sometimes miss stuff like that.
I hope you're not talking about me when you say best player out there.
Definitely. I mean, you have much more hours than me. And people saw on the previous streams that I also got a bit rusty over the past years.
So I have one shot, one opportunity
to seize everything you ever wanted.
One moment. Will I capture it?
Or let it slip?
Yo.
Can someone get us a beat? Okay. That was interesting. But now let's focus on DayZ back again. So you have, but you need to chamber the BK, but that's always the case, right? And you have 3 extra rounds, okay. So we got 4 shots, which means like 4 killed, full ghillie, full kitted military, players.
That will all be one shot because I only click heads and even with sprayed shotgun ammunitions.
Actually before the stream we launched like CS:GO training map and he was just one tapping all the heads, So his like, flick shots are insane. Buggy is asking about the servers and that they are full in his region. I think the best thing regarding that is to shoot us a message on like social media, what region you are in, and if we get enough of these reports, we try to react to it. So around the release of Livonia, we actually increased the number of Livonia official servers in some of the regions.
Yep.
Part of them I think was temporarily or just to monitor how full they are. So we try to reflect that. So if you feel like it's constantly full, shoot us a message, and our deployment team also monitors that. We can try to get it fixed. DR DRM is asking about update this year. Yes, as we stated a couple of times, this year, like we are planning a patch for the next week, which will just fix some bugs, some exploits, some of the smaller stuff, and then we want to focus on the 120, but that will happen next year. Even though the Christmas event will come around mid-December. Do you have some light source?
My eyes shining so bright. Nah, I found a flashlight in between and the military. Ah, actually, talking about it, nothing is scripted here.
Yeah, streamer, and you can take the battery from the handheld.
There goes my chance of meeting people.
Okay, so this was a normal, streamer loot, not scripted.
I wish I had a better flashlight.
Yeah, well,
like actually, like, is it difficult to see on the stream or?
No, I think it's fine. I was just wondering.
Yeah, I would rather.
But I think people, you can see normally, right, guys?
If you have issues seeing this, like, let us know.
Yeah. Or your doctor, if it's also persist in real life.
We need to go into brighter buildings then.
Yeah, regarding the base building, we already addressed it. You guys, regarding the content and stuff like this, you will sadly need to wait for the New Year article, and you will have to enjoy 119 as it is right now.
Yep.
Until then. Hungibub asks whether we care about the state of the game on console. Tim, do you care?
Of course. Okay, but
Tim cares.
As I
also
basically
care.
said before, for us the game is one platform, not one platform. Is one general product that is naturally released on consoles and PC. We don't make a difference there.
Yeah.
There are certain specifics for each of them, but that does not mean we care more or less about that. I think if I go through our team, like, more than half of the developers actually have consoles now because they actually develop on them in daily routine.
Yeah.
And they're testing things on them. And basically we have a relaxed room where we also play on consoles, and like it's just part of our daily routine now, which is why it gets less highlighting, because it is just part of the daily work, and everything basically we release ends up on the consoles as well.
Yeah. And we also touched some console-specific things in the questions before. So we definitely care. And on Monday, our programmer Vlad, who was also a guest here on the stream previously. By the way, hi Vlad, if you are watching. So he said that he's primarily playing on consoles, and that all people.
He is also a big console player primarily.
Oh yeah, that's true. So there's multiple of people who like prefer this. We I think for both of us, I can say that we prefer PC.
I just have a PC. I do not own a console, so
exactly. But definitely we have like diverse team in that regard, so it's not like consoles would be overlooked. And I think we have a pretty good understanding what the state on them are, and try to do something on it. Someone asked about, I don't know how to press, like rabbits and stuff. So is the tripwire trap still working?
Yes, the tripwire trap is working, yes.
Yeah, so, and...
Or should be working.
And that's kind of the thing. I think you can catch rabbits or the hare, through that, but you cannot see them normally in the forest, right?
Yeah, they're not running around wild currently.
Yeah, that's to answer your question about that, why you haven't seen any. It's just a mechanic where you can catch them using the trap, but not normal like in the forest. Someone asked about what producer do at Bohemia, so I will just sum it up very quickly. Tim, when he's not on stream, it's our stream star. He's basically organizing all of the development efforts together to make sure that we meet the like internal and external deadlines, and also kind of decides the priority, whether it's bug fixing or new content and stuff like that. Correct?
In the large scheme of things, yes.
Yeah.
And it also means a lot of small things, because if you want to basically, it's easy to say, yeah, you just release everything on time and everything in perfect shape, but that means taking care of the small things and taking care of your team. So, for example, if our developers have sufficient hardware to work, that's on me. So if somebody has bad hardware, they need to come to me, and I will take care that they get new one. They just come to me, hey, I could use this and this. I take care of it. I take care of it with other departments, purchasing, and so on.
Can I get a PC, Tim? Like some very beefy PC
No.
for home office, strictly for work-related purposes?
How will that benefit our update production? Thank you, Matej.
Extremely well.
But thank you for asking.
I will make a ticket, and we will revisit this issue sometime later.
Please. Yes, but it's a lot of things that go around it. It's not just that I'm sitting in front of a whiteboard and saying, all right, update here content, here bug fixing. It's all the small tasks in between, and it goes down to like very micromanaging, depending on if we work on a feature, what does that entail? Does this need to does this have text that requires localization maybe or so? And all this requires different tasks to involve different people, to cross-check information with different departments. Basically, all communication organization runs through me to see that all departments can work at maximum efficiency.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you see, McDocherty is with me. Some dual 4090s, Tim. Not a big deal. I mean, given their performance, they might burn your entire office.
Well, that would pretty delay the production.
That would delay the production, yeah. Okay. So we really... I think we will wrap this stream in around like 15 minutes. Just to not drag it for too long.
So shoot your last questions.
So yeah, shoot your last questions. Ideally those that we haven't answered multiple times
That would be very
yet.
good.
Because, you know, we try to respect people who just, you know, joined in, but at the same time, if there is someone who is watching us from the beginning, which is great, you probably heard the same answers like 6 times so far. And Tim, you need to find someone and do some crazy combat. Because today it's more like a talk show. Because he's not struggling at all, guys.
I found a gas mask.
It's cool.
And I have a filter for it. It's like...
That's a dream.
It's peak RP moments. I don't know how when did I go from adventurer to this?
Yeah, it's, you know,
It's basically only the vest and the hat and the mask that I changed. Everything else was before this way. I started so nice, and now I'm back at this. This is very edgy. I don't like it.
Oh, I think you carry this blowtorch from the absolute beginning.
This is very early that I picked it up. Actually, now I can just gather the full NPC set when I'm already here.
Streamer loot.
And then we have a contaminated area strike on the Lanogosk, and then I have the gear. It will be perfectly not scripted.
Someone is asking who would survive longer in a real zombie apocalypse. Either is it me or you. It's really hard to say, but too bad. Like, we were thinking that we can start making some polls, you know, during a stream where people could like dynamically vote for like if we're gonna die or not. That's a pretty good poll, but I think, damn it, I think we would be both dead pretty quickly. Like, we have some DayZ experience.
Like, it really depends on, like, are we talking zombie apocalypse or?
Yeah, because this is not zombie apocalypse. This is just infected apocalypse.
I mean, if we're talking in the DayZ scenario, I would be likely dead because so many people running around with guns just like shooting everything. But that's a very difficult environment to survive in. When it comes to general survivor, we have some basic experience thanks to several team building activities where we could learn these things.
Oh yeah.
So we have some very basic knowledge in terms of surviving in the wilderness. How that goes in applied circumstances would have to be seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, deflecting wild bullets flying around is nothing you can really learn from the get-go.
Yeah. I also read that someone is writing that you are German and you would eat me on the first day. And then I noticed that it's actually our moderators on the DayZ account. So guys from our community team, Scotty and Len, you actually saw both of them on stream previously. Let's have a meeting about these chat replies after the stream, because I'm sure he wouldn't eat me on the first day. He wouldn't be able to finish all of this. It would take him like 2-3 days. You know?
I mean, like, not eat complete, but like, I mean,
yeah. Darkwing.
need to save those beats for the
Darkwing
last day.
Tate says that I seem too fast. That might be only because I'm on this chair and I can just like, you know, jump away from you and take the maps and stuff. Yeah, someone. Okay, but this was like more like fluff questions. Someone is asking about the game, which is
really?
good regarding the theme of the stream. If he can get a punch card on Chernarus, which I don't think he can, right?
No, you cannot.
Yeah.
Because they cannot be used on channel.
Yeah, definitely. So would be useless anyway.
They fit the area, the emission storage.
Okay, I think with all this cannibalism,
Somebody's shooting there.
cannibalism in the chat that kind of stemmed off our own reply, we better not answer all of the questions.
Yeah, somebody's shooting over there.
Okay, let's go there. Go investigate.
Alright.
You have... Okay. That's not so far away though.
That is pretty close.
Okay guys, this is the PvP moment we were waiting for.
Oh god, don't pressure me.
Yeah,
I was just
so much
normally
pressure.
Just like he
Tim,
seems busy, I would
There's
go away.
like more than 600 people watching your every step now, judging your every move.
I am a big streamer and I am going to do the 360 no scope.
Oh yeah, while jumping. And you also have the strongest weapon in the game, which is the new shitty shotgun. Actually, what was the gun that he had?
Actually, probably at the military area, I'm pretty certain of that.
Mhm.
Probably got cornered by infected or so. I'm sure they're dead now. Why don't we go somewhere else? It's so dark.
You
I'm not going to
totally
see
got
them.
this.
I'm not
Don't
going to see
forget
them
to
and get
exploit
shot
the
in the back.
third-person view. That's how you play on third-person servers.
Alright. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to walk past them and just get shot in the back.
Yeah, but then we can end the stream.
Ah, yeah. Successful.
I mean, I also hear a chicken, but that shouldn't worry us right now.
I only have one shot in this barrel.
We're not gonna say the whole lyrics
Oh, he's
of
on the roof, right.
the Lose Yourself again. Or do we?
Actually, I'm going to get the infected rather than whoever was here.
Yeah.
So,
There's a lot of infected, yeah.
yeah, I'll probably just train those. Oh, there we go. Hi.
Okay.
I think there was another one.
Guys, this is intense.
Yeah, there's another player.
Can we get some poggers into the chat?
Hi, guys.
Okay.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a bad shot. It's just let's admit it. Let me just get home. 1 second, I need to get rid of those.
It's pretty easy.
Well, they get me cornered now.
No.
Maybe they are going to help me to get rid of the infected, and then we're going to be best friends. Who knows? Those guys definitely have military gear, so...
Yeah, exactly. Now he talks.
What?
People are talking about like first you shoot and then you started talking to the guy.
You
classic.
told me to shoot them!
Yeah, yeah, and I
But I'm a
stand
very
by my
bad shot,
command.
especially because he ran away, of course, like a coward.
Yeah, but you are not used to aiming down the sights with this shotgun? I mean, we cannot end the game with combat log, so we need to figure this out. What's on the table over there?
That's a very good question. Oh, a battery, nice.
Just say to him that you change your mind and you want to be friendly. I'm sure
And then
that's
I
gonna
log
work.
out?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's. Oh, you have some grenades?
It's smoke grenade.
Smoke grenades. They are so useful. Oh my god, it's the best grenade in the game.
You know, it's pretty awkward.
Just open this, pop the smoke, and then just run out through that. It works every time, Tim.
Okay.
Don't be scared.
I'm not scared.
Bye, cursed dangler. Thanks for joining us.
So is that unpin, drop, open door, run. Alright.
Basically that.
Whoa, they are not going to see that.
No, and now you need to go back.
What?
Finish the guy.
I'm sure they ran away.
I
They did
mean,
not see that coming.
after they've seen your aiming, maybe they didn't.
They
Right?
didn't see my aim. They only saw I missed them, barely. They're so happy they survived, and now they're going to run away.
Okay, but at least we can loot the barracks then.
I just did that before.
All of them?
I don't know, I didn't lose everything, but...
Oh, okay. Wait, there is some... Those are Zs?
It's all infected, I think. See, like they killed everything here.
He's right here.
Hey there, I'm behind you. No worries.
Hi, where are you? Don't shoot.
I am not shooting, I don't have anything in my hands.
Stay on your place. Stay.
Alright.
I think he's gonna shoot you.
Yeah, of course he is.
Do you have some medicine?
What do you need? I have like the, come on, what kind of medicine do you need?
Just bandage.
I dropped you a bandage here, right in front of me.
Okay, I can give you some weapon what you need.
I don't need a weapon. Thanks. I'm a very bad shot.
Okay. So I just met with one lady. She shot to me by shotgun. And I were injured.
Sorry?
One lady somewhere here. She shoot to me.
A lady was
She
shooting at
injured
you.
me. Be careful. Yes.
Yep, I'll be very careful.
Yeah, be careful over there. Not so far from here, maybe 100 meters ahead.
Alright, so then I'll just go in the other direction. Alright, thank you. And take care.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you for your bandage. Take care.
You're welcome. See, I was a nice person. It would hurt to
I
kill
told
him.
you, you should just tell him that you changed your mind, and you're friendly now.
Yeah,
and it worked.
It actually was. It's actually true.
Guys, so next time we go to this location, definitely look out
like, would have
for
been a
this
shame
lady.
to kill them, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to meet that lady. It's like going randomly at people and shooting them.
Definitely.
See, like, that's what I mean. Like, there's people who want to be nice.
You know what's the sad part? Is that he's going to go back and he's gonna watch the house with the smoke for the next 20 minutes before he tries to go in and sees that it's empty. And he will never know the truth,
But there was a second person, wasn't there?
Tim, you don't need to lie.
I think there was a second.
I mean, they were shooting at first, if it wasn't that zombies.
But there was one person running away, and then there was another one coming from the barracks. So I think he had a friend there.
Oh yeah. The Red Lice is saying best kind of interactive game, almost like it should be nominated for an award, which brings us to another commercial break. You can still go to this.
You can actually switch off the game now and go to the stream for switching off stream.
Yeah,
End it how we started it.
exactly. Just